possibility of being the everyday center fielder, which is the hope. And also, you gotta look at Saunders and Ackley to some extent and wonder what their seasons are going to be like, what their preseasons are going to be like. Number 2, NHL last night. Something we'll ask Mike Johnson coming up at 7:22. Ryan Miller gets hurt for the Vancouver Canucks yesterday. How big of a blow is this going to be for their playoff hopes? And the number one thing you need to know, Raptors and the Pelicans tonight in New Orleans. We'll have it on the radio. Sportsnet 590 The Fan beginning at 8 p.m. tonight. We want to send you to the ACC March the 7th as Toronto takes on the St. Louis Blues. The trade deadline will have come and gone by that point. Name us this mystery player. Here is your second clue if you want to go to this game. Over 400 goals in the NHL, but he went undrafted in the National Hockey League. Your next clue and chance to win is coming up at 8:14 this morning. So Sportsnet's Mike Johnson joins us next, and it wasn't quite Joe Namath and Susie Colbert, but what was the guy who doesn't do anything in the Hangover movies doing courtside at the next game? We'll play it for you at 7:30. 7:16, Brady Walker. It is cold, -21. That wind chill feels more like -30 this morning. Let's check in on traffic. Here's Lena.
The drive this morning is not bad on most of the routes. We do have a couple, though, where there are delays. Eastbound 401 east of Dixie in the Express to collect your transfers. We've got a stalled vehicle, left lane locked. Emergency crews are still on the scene. That's causing a backup from approaching Dixie in the Express. And if you're southbound on the 400, we had two separate problems, one approaching King Road and one south of it. The one approaching King Road is still there in the left-hand lane. Delays from south of Highway 9 on down to approaching King Road because of those problems. And the new problems westbound QEW approaching Mississauga Road in the right lane. We've got a collision there. Also, no trains are running underground from Union to Bloor because of electrical issues, so shuttle buses have been called out instead. From the 680 News Traffic Center, I'm Lena Balka.
Trending now on Sportsnet 590 The Fan. Guess the Leafs figured if they're not making the playoffs, they'll stop other Canadian teams' chances too. After shooting down the Hawks, the Raptors get blown up by the Rockets. And
hey folks, tune in coming up at 7:35. Take a great flight.
It's all trending now on Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
H&R Block's instant cashback allows you to simply walk in with your taxes and walk out with your money. Visit an H&R Block to get your refund today.
Looking for some great casino action? When my buddies and I want a game, we always head to the Great Blue Heron Casino in Fort Perry. 60 thrilling table games with blackjack, roulette, baccarat, poker, and over 500 slots. The Heron is your closest bet, and the action is 24/7.
License 15, BCA. Must be 19 year old with no limit tied within it.
The excitement is never far away at the Great Blue Heron Casino. Great games, great food, great people. Great Blue Heron Casino, Fort Perry. Great Blue Heron Casino. We have a winner.
Hear that? That's an Indy race car. It goes incredibly fast when it's running on the right fuel. But don't give it the right fuel. Things don't run quite as fast. It's kind of the way your laptop works at home. That's why it needs Rogers Internet. It's ranked Canada's fastest internet by PCMag.com for the second year in a row. So it's like high-octane fuel to give your laptop the speed it needs. Get up to a $150 credit with a 3-product bundle. Call 1-888-ROGERS-1 today for this special offer.
You get to lounge in a lounge whenever you fly Porter Airlines. Your lounging includes free snacks, free beverages, and free newspapers, plus free Wi-Fi to show your online friends your glamorous Porter lifestyle. Porter's lounges are free to all our passengers in Toronto, Ottawa, and Newark. So participate in flying and lounging. The perfect Porter pastime. Porter. Lounging refined.
Desjardins Insurance on the phone with.
Hey, Mike. How are the boys?
They're good, Dad. They'd sure love to see you at their big game.
Gosh, been waiting for flights to go on sale.
Switch your auto insurance to Desjardins, and you could save $450 on average. Well, Dad, we've got a little extra cash this month. I just bought you a ticket.
Oh, son.
I'll see you soon, Dad. There are better things to spend your money on than insurance. Visit DTIDirect.ca for a quote in minutes. Certain conditions apply.
Enter today's morning show bonus code in the fan club at sportsnet590.ca for 590 points. Today's code is AVOID.
Hey, looks like nobody's home at that house.
Okay, let's see what's inside.
Attention, this is the Alarm Force Central Station. Identify yourself immediately. The authorities have been dispatched.
Let's get out of here.
Protect the ones you love with live two-way voice monitoring from Alarm Force. No telephone line at home? No problem. Go wireless with Alarm Force's Web technology. Installed at no charge for a limited time only.
Call 1-800-267-2001. Alarm Force. License 10349. Northwood Mortgage.
Northwood Mortgage has been your neighbor and friend for 23 years. No matter what the circumstances, they are always there for you. Whether low income, bad credit, tax arrears, credit card debt, or tough government regulations, Northwood will provide the utmost care, service, and savings for every client. With their low 5-year adjustable rate of 2.15%, slash your debt, slash your credit cards. Visit your friends at northwoodmortgage.com today.
We're working harder for you.
I'm Paul Guy from 1-800-GOT-JUNK with a special announcement for Toronto. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK before 2 p.m.
And we'll be at your place today.
because that's when you said you needed us.
And no matter when you call,
We'll always be there within 24 hours.
you point at junk, and it disappears.
We've been recycling the recyclables.
Since before it was fashionable.
When junk needs to disappear,
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
we work 7 days a week until midnight.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
At Sicily Honda, our family wants your family to love your car. That's why our showroom is warm and welcoming. Why you can schedule your service online in real time. Why we offer great deals on a huge range of winter tires. And why, along with a cool cafe, our waiting area has free Wi-Fi and vehicle status screens to tell you when your car will be ready. Come see for yourself. Sicily Honda, 88 Steeles Avenue, just west of Young. I'm Hugh Sicily, and we're family driven.
This is Sportsnet 590 The Fan. 4 days off for the Leafs as the trade deadline approaches. I'm Andrew Walker with the Sportsnet Central update. The Tank Nation supporters weren't overly happy with that Leafs weekend. A 4-3 overtime win Saturday over Winnipeg. It leaves Toronto in sole possession of 26th overall in the NHL. They're off until Thursday against the Flyers. The trade deadline goes next Monday. A 1-1 weekend for the Raptors. They demolished the Atlanta Hawks Friday before getting blown out themselves Saturday in Houston. Tonight the road trip continues. They're on the road in New Orleans, and a break for the Raps as Pelicans All-Star Anthony Davis will miss the next 2 weeks, including tonight with a shoulder sprain. We'll have this one for you right here on Sportsnet 590 The Fan beginning at 8 tonight. NHL last night, the Metropolitan Division race gets a little tighter. The Islanders fall 4-0 to Vancouver. Eddie Lack and Ryan Miller share that shutout. Miller had to leave this game with a leg injury in the second. Islanders just 2 points in front of the Rangers. New York 6-0-1 in their last 7. They get by Columbus in the shootout 4-3. Penguins a 5-1 win against Florida. The Bruins end the 6-game slide. They pound Chicago 6-2. A 3-point day for Patrice Bergeron. And Nathan McKinnon, his first career hat-trick. Colorado over Tampa 5-4. Anaheim Ducks have placed goaltender Ilya Brizgalov on waivers. Ducks and Red Wings will play tonight on Sportsnet. The baseball countdown has begun. Blue Jays pitchers and catchers reporting to spring training over the weekend. The first full workout will go today. First win of the PGA Tour will have to wait for Canadian Graham Dillette. He entered the final round of the Northern Trust Open 2 shots back. He finishes 2 shots back of James Hahn after a disappointing final round 2 over. And Manitoba's Jennifer Jones downs Alberta's Al Sweeting 6-5 to win the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. You're listening to the home of Leafs Nation, Sportsnet 590 The Fan.